Hi there, I'm Tony. I live in and around the Grantham area. I live on Gunnerby Hillfoot. It is home, it's where the kids go to school, and it's the area that I work in. And I think Grantham's brilliant. So what I've decided to do with the time that I've got available to myself at the moment is talk to the great and good people of Grantham and those who make a real difference, and those companies, independent local companies, who have taken Grantham to the heart, and equally the people of Grantham have taken them to the heart as well. Today I'm with Danielle, the owner of Dani's Destinations, a travel company, not just covering the Grantham and surrounding area, but actually the broader part of the world as well. And she can book you a visit to one of your favourite destinations, wherever that might be on any corner of the globe. So, hi Danielle, how are you?
Hi Tony, yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yes, so I can book anything for anyone, anywhere, anytime, basically, but not right now.
Not right now, no. But it's interesting. We'll come on to how you get dealing with things at the moment. But I mean, what could you tell me, Danielle, about what you love about the Grantham area?
Well, Grantham, I hadn't spent a lot of time in until I became involved in the football club. To be honest, I became their commercial manager, and I was commercial manager for them for over 12 months, helping build the conference centre into a bit more of a gathering social place,
Yes.
shall we say. And whilst I was there, I met lots of different people, and I really loved the community, the sense of community in Grantham, the diverse range of ages, and every time I went out, how people loved to interact with one another, and how busy people were. It was absolutely fantastic. And so, I really enjoyed my time at Grantham Football Club, but then I changed into a different job. So,
Well, I know we obviously had a pre-chat before we started this. I didn't realise you'd been at Grantham Town Football Club, but I know a few of the people down there. I'm hoping to have a conversation similar to this with the current chairman, hopefully in the next week to 10 days as well. So what is it you love about the Grantham people? I mean, you say they're always very welcoming.
Yes, they're all really kind. Everyone welcomed me really, really nicely. And again, when I went out for lunch in the town, or if I was just wandering about, people are friendly, which you don't often get, which is why I say there's a big sense of community there. You don't get the, oh, hello, as you're walking past people. You normally get ignored down a general high street. But in Grantham, I felt that people did actually stop and say hello, which was nice.
Yeah, lovely stuff. And obviously with your travel business at the moment, I mean, what sort of services could you offer the people who are watching this right now?
Well, the first thing people are going to do when this lockdown is over is book the trip that they wanted to go on before the lockdown came. They want to book their summer holidays. They want to speak to somebody, because anybody that's had any dealings with a travel company whilst the lockdown has been happening, it's really difficult to speak to somebody. Whereas if you had a person, an independent agent, you could get on the phone to them and let them do the work. That's the whole point of using an independent agent. They have the connections, they have the ability, they have the license to contact the people on your behalf. And you don't have to do any work. You don't have any stress. You don't have any worries. They will sort it out for you. And that's my aim. My aim is to be able to help people and give them reassurance that when they book their next trip, they're happy and they're settled in where they're going. They've got a good price. They've got me as their liaison. I can speak to the hotels for them. So if they've got a birthday or something like that, I'm happy to give a call to the hotel on their behalf, get it all celebration packs out and stuff like that. And we can arrange anything. It can be anywhere. So you could go UK, you could go Spain, you could go to America, you can go on a world cruise, anything basically that you would like to do, we can put it together.
That sounds phenomenal. So how have you found the last few weeks then? Because obviously we're 4 weeks in now to sort of the announcements about being locked down. How's that affected your business?
The first 2 weeks was very, very busy with rearranging previous bookings for the immediate path. And at the moment, I'm only working up to the end of June. So anybody up to the end of June at the moment, like the airlines have, lots of people have cancelled. So at that point, when the airlines cancel or the hotels cancel, you're entitled to a full refund. However, if you go to them and ask for a refund, they don't have to give you a refund. So it's giving those people the advice that they need has kept me really busy for the first 2 weeks.
Good.
Then there seemed to be a shift on the third week. People realizing actually it isn't going to stop. Travel is actually going to boom. Industry, travel and tourism accounts for 11% of the world global economy.
Wow.
So there's no way it's just going to stop.
Mm. And what have you
Everyone
found?
is
What sort of, what's,
sorry.
sorry, go and say it again.
So everyone is going to get their suitcase, pack it, get to the airport and go.
Yeah.
And so people have realised that and said, oh, actually, after the summer, I do want to go away, September, October, November, over Christmas. Actually, next spring, I'd like to go away instead. Yeah. And so I've been really busy quoting for new holidays as well. Okay. Although I'm dealing with customers all the time, I'm also booking new trips, and it's mind-boggling that people want to go on bigger holidays. I think this has made people realise that actually I want to do that dream destination now. Yeah.
So you're finding more dream holidays being booked and sort of getting hold of the here and now rather than planning it for 4 or 5 years' time?
Yeah, so I've had a lot of customers come to me that had already said to me that they were looking for 2022 to do dream holidays, and they've brought them right forward to October 2020 and for spring or summer 2021. And they're spending a lot more money as well than they would have done.
Oh, really?
I think they're realising that life is short, and they want to do it now.
Seize the day and live for the day rather than waiting for the tomorrow to never arrive.
And I can't blame them. I can't blame. If I could go away everywhere, I would.
Yeah, indeed. So just tell me a bit about your family then. What's life like at home?
So I work from home anyway. I had a caravan management business at Tattershall Lakes, and I have 2 small children, a little boy of 4 and a little girl of 7. And obviously, like most people, when you've got small children, it's hard to work full time around them. It's hard to find something that works around them. And this really does. It's a home-based travel agency business. I work on my own terms. I have nobody telling me I've got to sell this holiday or that holiday. No targets, no minimum sales. If I can only do 20 minutes in a day, that's fine. If I have 4 days off, that's fine. If I want to work 7 days a week all day, I can. It's my business that I own to develop.
So that also means then when you're not under pressure from certain, let's say, hierarchy above you to hit certain targets, you can actually give advice which is the right advice, can't you? You can give people honest, integrity-driven advice rather than maybe target-driven advice.
And that's the whole point of being an independent agent rather than working for a company that's affiliated with certain suppliers only. We have access to hundreds of thousands of suppliers, hundreds of thousands of hotels. We can book any element of travel, so car hire or a lounge access, an airport parking with hotel the night before you fly, visas we can book, we have travel insurance, and then we have package holidays, just hotels for the UK, anywhere in the world. We have flights. It's any element of a package you can break down and sell. So if somebody has already got air miles, they can buy their air miles break, but they still want a hotel or they still want a car hire when they get to their villa or things like that. So it's all, any element of travel we can book, and it just that we're not affiliated to any specific company. So I can go to anyone and ask for a price.
So reading between the lines then, is it fair to say that with where we find ourselves at the moment, there'll be a lot of people maybe who are uncertain of their future, don't know if their employer's going to take them back in. Perhaps employers start looking at their expenses and overheads and looking to trim some fat, for example. Is this a viable possibility for people out there watching this who are concerned about their future?
Absolutely, yes. Working independently and working for a network marketing company like Avon, like Body Shop, you have to be passionate about the product that you're selling. Who doesn't love travel, for one? Everyone loves to travel. Everyone loves to go away. You also do have a lot of benefits and incentives. So you can do free training, for example, Jumeirah Beach brand, that gives 50% off their own hotels for myself, for my own bookings. But by doing the training, I know a lot more when a customer comes to me and says, look, I've got 3 kids. We don't want them in the room with us, but we don't want to have 2 rooms. I can go, oh, this hotel has a room that actually sleeps 5 or 6. So that's the one you want to go to. And it gives me a lot more incentive to get the right room rather than just saying, well, I'll just book 2 rooms. It's fine. I can give the right item to the right client, and it really helps. But also, I get a really good incentive as well.
Yeah, of course. And I think the whenever you're booking a holiday, for us, it's the pinnacle of our year. Having 2 weeks, a week, whatever it might be, together, whether it be at home or abroad. As a family, we want it to be as right as possible because we work hard all year for those 2 weeks, those precious week or 2 that we get to spend together as a family. So, like I said, leaving it to chance, and I've done this myself. I've booked a holiday online, booked the flight separately. and you're never quite sure what you get until you get to the hotel. You're never quite sure what the room's going to be like when you get there, because they show some very nice pictures, typically. But to have that insight and that, like I said, that sort of knowledgeable aspect that you bring to it, I think is something very, very much needed, actually, much needed.
That's it. And anybody that is passionate about travel and looking for something to do either now or in the future, this is the perfect opportunity to get involved with any company like that, because you can build your own business whilst we've got the time. You can train whilst we've got the time. And then as people start to inquire, you've already got that knowledge. You're not trying to play catch up as somebody asks you for a destination. You've already done your training, and you already know where you want to go, and you know what the people that you will be selling to are going to be very much like-minded to yourself, because they're going to be drawn to you as a person. So yeah.
Great stuff. It sounds like you love what you do. I love where I live, and equally, it sounds like you very much love what you do. So, you mentioned a little bit about the change in certain habits of people from Grantham and what they're doing with their travel plans at the moment. I mean, what's the biggest change you would say that you've seen?
People that had already asked me and who had already booked for their main summer holidays that have asked to change, because a lot of companies have offered free change of dates for breaks, including the summer holidays. A lot of them have actually said, could we put this money that we've paid, our deposit money, or our full balance, can we put it towards a bigger holiday? So I've got a lot more families now that were going to Turkey, for example, wanting to go to Florida and do the whole Disney thing. Wow. And I am a Disney specialist through this company, and I'm able to explain to them exactly how they can maximize their break for the best price. And being able to do that for people has been really rewarding, especially in such a massive time of uncertainty and discontent. And people are going on bigger holidays, once in a lifetime holidays, South America, Inca Trail and Galapagos Island, round the world cruises people are booking. And then I've had a few safaris as well. And Maldives. The Maldives seem to be absolutely on point at the minute. That is the biggest seller that I'm selling at the moment, is the Maldives holidays. So for honeymoons and things, I think people have realised actually our wedding's been postponed. This is devastating. We will spend some money on a nice honeymoon. And it's wonderful to be able to help those people when they're going through such sad times. Because like you say, people work all year for their holiday.
Yeah, indeed they do. They work damn hard for it as well. And you look at some of the places you mentioned there. They're certainly very much on my bucket list for when the opportunity comes around. And I'll certainly be taking those chances when they come. So once this is all over and life returns to some sort of normality, whatever that looks like, what's your ideal day going to look like? Where are you going to go? Who are you going to see? What are you going to go out and do?
Oh, straight down to the high street. Coffee, lunches, meeting friends. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. There's so much uncertainty at the minute as to who's healthy, who's safe. And you just want to be blessed with their presence. So it will be every day I'll be organising to meet somebody else to do something else.
And where's your favourite lunch stop on the high street?
I have to say Prezzo's. Unfortunately, or Pizza Express, because my dad lives in Sardinia, so I am a pizza and Italian girl. So I love the Italian food, and again, anywhere that's really got a good social sort of buzz about it, really. There's a good selection of restaurants, eateries, cafes, and everything else along the high street now. I think that's one area that we've seen a massive change on the high street. Obviously, travel agents and lots of other shops used to exist there, didn't they? But they've now been taken up, I think, by a more social element to the high street. Is there anywhere you prefer your coffee from? No, not personally. I haven't got any preference on coffee, to be honest. As long as they sell good cake.
Right, okay, well that's a driving factor. And would you fancy a tipple at the end of this day of perhaps having lunch and a bit of an afternoon tipple?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's got to be a couple of bars. Got to go for a couple of drinks.
Would you take in the club as well? As soon as you worked at the club before, would you take in a match on a Saturday afternoon down at Grantham Town?
Yes, absolutely. I've been talking to Sophie Cope at the football club quite a lot,
Yeah,
and she's invited me back down again to come and see everybody and catch up. So yeah, it'd be nice to get back over there for a couple of games and
yeah,
have a
yeah.
drink and a bit of a social, definitely.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, do you know what? I've really enjoyed talking to you today, Danielle. It's been fantastic, and obviously there's certainly part of you which is very much there to be able to help and assist our local people to book their dream holidays or their once in a lifetime trips. How could people get in touch with you if they want to?
I have a Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So www.facebook.com/Dani's Destinations UK. I believe we're going to put the link underneath the video as well. So you can click on that and contact me direct. And yeah, just send me a message, then we'll get in touch, get a phone call, I can come to your house or whatever. If you do want to either look at getting involved in becoming an agent yourself,
Yeah.
or to book that break and have a little bit of reassurance that you've got somebody that actually knows what they're doing and that you can speak to that person at any time.
Sure. Well, that sounds fantastic. Well, I hope everything goes really well for you over the course of the next few weeks and months, and you and your family keep very safe. And if there's anything you want to know from Dani, as she's mentioned, please do get in touch with her via Dani's Destinations on Facebook, and she'll be only too keen to help you. But thank you very much for your time today. I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody, for your time to take today to have a listen.